Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Azzy. If you're new here, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Do get this video out there. I noticed in my last video that I was rubbing my face a lot, and I apologize. Put my hair behind my ears, so hopefully I won't have that distraction this time. But we are here for another installment of Am I the Jerk? If you don't know what that is because you're new here, it is basically Am I the a-hole? But my kids would like to sometimes chime in with their own opinions. However, they're not here now. I'm currently sitting outside of my school because I'm a nursing student. I'm just waiting for them to open. So I figured, why not shoot some videos? So let's jump right into it. The title for this story is Am I the Jerk for Telling My Sister She is the Reason She Isn't Pretty? Okay, first impressions of the story just based off the title. Yes, that is very harsh to say to your sister. I have a sister. Um, she passed away many years ago, but me and her have had the same kind of arguments. We were 5 years apart, and she was always way more prettier than me. I don't even know. She always had everything figured out. Her makeup was always flawless, and I just couldn't figure it out. But I also have really bad ADHD, so I was socially awkward anyway. While she had tons of friends that were good influences, I had some friends that were not so good influences, which kind of reminds me of my daughters. My oldest is like my sister in that sense, and my youngest daughter is like me in that sense. She also has severe ADHD to the point where she actually has to take medication. My parents refuse that. But that's a whole nother issue for a whole nother video if you want to hear about it. Let's jump into this story. The other day, I, 20 female, was having a conversation with my little sister, 17 female. The conversation went towards discussing pretty privilege, and she went on a rant talking about how unfair it is and that if she was prettier, she would be popular and have a boyfriend. I mean, you are probably naturally pretty, OP sister. So do not let that discourage you because there's someone out there for you ev- in the world. It may take some time for you to find the right one. It did take me 12 years of an abusive relationship, which is also another story for another video, before I found Mr. Right. Now, this upset me because my little sister is super lucky. She is naturally blonde, has a beautiful face, is very thin, even though she eats a lot of junk food, and her boobs and butt are huge. However, she's a complete slob. She dresses in very baggy clothing, doesn't wear makeup, her hair is a mess, and she often smells bad because she doesn't shower much. Okay, you may be naturally beautiful, but you still need to do the natural, normal hygiene stuff. You need to shower, you need to wash your face. I mean, I've been stressing out, so even I have little pimples and stuff going on because I've been working full time. I got stuff to do, deadlines to do for my school, otherwise, I can't enroll next semester yet. So I've been stressing out, I'm not gonna lie. Um, so I'm breaking out, but that's not because I'm not showering. I don't wear makeup because I feel like I'm naturally pretty and I don't need it. Uh, I also don't wear makeup because my fiance tells me all the time that I'm beautiful. I'm comfortable in my own skin. So if you're comfortable in your own skin, then that's great. You don't need the makeup. You don't need to do your hair in fancy hairstyles. I mean, my hair's down today. Usually it's up in a ponytail. I mean, but you need to at least shower. Basic hygiene stuff. You're almost an adult. You're 17 years old. You need to be showering. She also has acne. I know that isn't her fault, but I used to have bad acne and I figured out how to get rid of it. But when I suggested this to her, she just ignored it. Acne can be caused by a bunch of stuff. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Mine's caused by stress. Um, yeah, my acne is caused by stress. It's also caused by I work long hours. So there are times where I'm just super exhausted and I'm ready for bed. And I don't always wash my face every day. But I still shower. I told her that the reason she isn't pretty is because she doesn't put any effort into her appearance. She got mad at me and stormed off. I know that nobody should be obligated to look nice, but it just upset me to hear her complain about her appearance considering her circumstances. However, I'm starting to think what I said was a bit insensitive. Am I the jerk? Yes, I'm gonna say it, yes. You are the jerk. There are nicer ways that you could have come about and said that almost exact same thing to your sister, but there are nicer ways that you could have done that. You could have been like, what's one thing that makes you feel uncomfortable in your own skin? I mean, she's wearing baggy clothes, which could be the fact that she's sensitive about her body to begin with. I know I wore baggy clothes. I used to wear baggy clothes, trying to hide the fact that I was developing into a woman's body because guys were looking at me strange. I didn't know what it was. It made me feel uncomfortable. And my mom at the time was not someone that I could readily come and talk to because she was going through her own things um, as a parent. She didn't have a lot of time for me. It wasn't I was basically the black sheep of my family, and my mom was very abusive with her words as well as her actions. So my mom was not a safe place to come and talk to about women things. It was embarrassing enough to come and talk to her when I started my first menstrual cycle and told her I needed to have pads. That was embarrassing enough, and that was traumatizing enough. Last thing I want to do is talk to my mom about, hey, I look ugly, because at the time she'd probably just confirm it. I mean, she used to call me fat all the time. But there's nicer ways that you could have come across it. Nicer conversations. If you're dressed up in something pretty, make her feel pretty. Like there are so many ways you could have gone about it. Like yes, it turned into a rant and it was just like word vomited out there to your sister, it seems like. But at the same time, if you stop and think and be mature about the situation, there could be a reason why that she's feeling this way. There could be a reason why she isn't showering other than she's just a slob. In your words, maybe she's doing that as a defense mechanism to purposely keep people away from her because she's uncomfortable with the attention, with the eyes being drawn to her. You said she's naturally pretty with blonde hair. Maybe she doesn't want to do anything fancy with her hair. Like I said, I have my hair down today, but usually it's up in a ponytail or a messy bun, like just up out of my way. You sister does need to shower just because it's gonna lead to worse things going on. Like if your body's not clean, it can open you up for infections and other bad things that just don't need to happen. But at the same time, like you don't need to be a jerk about it. Hey, if acne is something that you're struggling with, this is what I did to get rid of my acne when I was your age. That's the kind of advice that she needs. Not, well, if you showered and gave crap about your appearance, maybe then you would feel pretty. That's not what she needs to hear because she's just going to shut down, and it sounds like that she is going to shut down or already has shut down. You need to apologize and do right by your sister. But if you like this story, like this segment, like, share, subscribe, gets this channel out, and it's free. You don't have to do anything but click the buttons. Bye. See you next time.